Hello， 大家好，欢迎收看《乐活最表态》，我是慕斯。那今天呢，十分荣幸受到澳大利亚最大的表商 Monads 邀请，那么来参加一个 private event， 是专门为我们乐活最表态的这个粉丝们举办的。那么在 event 开始之前呢，我也十分荣幸能够邀请到 Monads 的这个冯老板 Bernard， 那么让他呢来跟我们聊一聊一些他对手表的观点啊。那么在我们开始之前呢，我们还先从 Vistray 开始吧。那我今天带的呢，是我最爱的当红海史 C 多了。
我今天带的是一个宝玑的，英文讲 ，It's a magnetic frequency and it's using true magnets。
那我们还是开始我们今天的这个聊天吧。那么 Bernard 呢，因为他的中文不是最好，所以说我在这个过程当中会用英文跟他交流。Bernard, it's very honorable to have you with us. You're one of the famous figure in our local community, watch community, right? So it's very interesting. I would like to ask you about what is your take on Grand Seiko as a brand?
So as a brand,
Yeah.
As a manufacturer, I think Grand Seiko a couple of years ago in Australia, it didn't really exist. Or it did exist, but
it wasn't very big.
You didn't really hear much about it. What do I think about Grand Seiko is, well, for the price, for what they do, the finishing, the movement, the reliability.
Top notch.
Excellent. Yeah, excellent. I think excellent is the word.
Yeah, because we've seen you posting a Grand Seiko manual wide spring drive on your Instagram all the time, right? 大家可以去 follow 一下 Bernard 的 Instagram. So what do your thoughts on like the actual use as a daily piece for that spring drive? Because I'm a big fan of a spring drive movement.
I think spring drive is a very technical movement that requires a bit of explanation. You have to have a little bit of understanding about automatics, quartz, accuracy, about how mechanical movements aren't as accurate as quartz movements. Spring drive, why I think this is one of the hardest things to do in the industry is because no one else has done it before.
It's a hybrid, new technology.
It's new. And for someone to do something new in the industry, this is unheard of. So actually, as a daily watch, I think plus or minus 1 second accuracy, you can't ask for much from a watch.
And the dial as well.
The dial is a very unique dial. What I like about this specific piece, it's the Omiwatari, is that under different light, it has a different character. And when you have a watch in your collection, on different days or over time, what you want actually is you want a bit of character changing. Yeah.
And just the last question before we actually head off, right? So out of all the pieces with exhibition tonight, what is your favorite piece?
Definitely my most favorite piece by far, and it's going to be the next one in my collection.
Night Birch?
The Night Birch.
Yeah, because we've seen him posting Night Birch on Instagram on a regular basis last few days. So
this is actually going to be the next piece of my collection. And the reason is, well, first of all, with the white birch, when it first came out, it came out in stainless steel. And the watch itself, for my wrist isn't that big. I mean, I can wear a lot of different watches, but you can see it's not that big.
Yeah.
I think the white birch for me, it felt a bit too heavy, and that's my personal kind of feeling about it. But what I did like about the white birch was I liked the dial, and I really liked the movement. The movement, it's a mechanical movement, ultra thin, 100 hours power reserve, and the actual movement.
And it's a high beat.
It's a high beat. Now, when you actually turn it around, Grand Seiko have done a fantastic job in finishing the movement, in making it quite, look, not only just very accurate, long power reserve, reliable, but they've actually finished it, and it looks great, looks amazing.
Yeah, and especially the Night Birch has got a very special dial.
Yeah, so the Night Birch, I think it's a bit more unique. I mean, of course it's new, but what I really enjoy about it is the titanium. It's using titanium, so it's really light on the wrist. I think that's important for me, for my collection.
好了，那我们今天就更新到这里。那还没有关注我们频道的小伙伴们呢，记得把这个 subscribe 点一下。那我们的 Instagram 呢，也每周会为大家更新，希望大家能来关注，能来点赞。大家也可以关注 Bernard 的 Instagram， 我们给大家也上一张图。那么我们的小红书也是每周会有全新的内容上传，希望大家能来关注，能来点赞。另外呢，我们现在还有了自己的微信群，叫做乐活 Family。那么想加群的小伙伴们呢，可以私信我们，我们会把二维码发给你的。另外呢，我们还开通了 B 站，大家搜乐活最表态就能找到我们了。那我们的频道呢，争取每周都会更新，不会迟到。下周见。